Day 2, Part 3, unfortunately. Well, my trip to Universal Orlando today did not go well as planned. I went ahead and I spent half the day at Islands of Adventure, and then I would go ahead and go to the original park. What had happened was, well, I was wandering around Islands of Adventure and there were I was looking to go before I'd buy souvenirs and before I would go and buy souvenirs and I would go and do anything. I was simply going to go ahead and try to get on, rides. I spent probably about a good 4 hours trying to find the easiest rides to get on that weren't going to be long. And well, a lot of them had, some of them had 35 to 45-minute wait periods. Some of them were actually broken. They were closed for refurbishment. And well, needless to say, I wasn't very happy. And they only had one section where if you were a smoker or a vapor, you could go ahead and vape and you had to walk all that way. So, with the combination of rides being closed and, you know, all that, I got frustrated, you know, and probably about 2 o'clock, I decided that, you know what, I've had enough for the day. I'm going back to the hotel. I'm going to relax. And, you know, tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow will be Disney. Islands of Adventure wasn't all that it was made up to be. And, I did get a few souvenirs, but I made my way to the car. I was just frustrated. I was cussing. I was very bitter. And I mean, I'll tell you what really got me, what annoyed me was I went over to the Skull Island attraction, the King Kong ride, and the wait was supposed to be for 35 minutes. I was in line for that attraction for over an hour. So I just decided they were having malfunctions with it. So I pretty much decided, you know what? Forget this. I'm going. I'm done. I've had enough for one day. So I made my way to the car, and I mean, $32 to park your car at Universal Orlando. But they have this really nice parking garage structure there, so your car is in the shade all for as long as you're at the park. And well, I made my way to the car and I put the souvenirs in the car. And I went and took a couple puffs off my vape. And I also I'm talking low because it is a little after 10 o'clock at night and there are guests that are sleeping. So as a courtesy to them, I'm talking low. So at any rate, I just, frustrated and angry, and I just decided, you know what? I'm done. I was making my way to the car sarcastically saying to myself, if I ever come back here again anytime soon, I'm just gonna, I hope somebody gives me a free pass, somebody pays my way. That's how frustrated I was with the whole situation. But then I took a few puffs off my vape and I took a few swigs of my water bottle. And I said to myself, you know what? I paid I paid the price for a 1 day 2 park hopper. And it would be a waste of money if I go ahead and go back to the hotel right now. If I leave and go back to the hotel, it'll be a waste of my money. I spent, granted, to some people, 140 some dollars is not a lot of money. That's chump change to them. But somebody like me who works every day, puts the money aside to have a vacation like this, that's a lot of money to somebody like me. I mean, this day and age, $100, 140 some dollars doesn't even cover a monthly insurance payment with inflation the way it is. So, you know what? I just decided, I'm going to go back, but this time I'm going to go to the original Universal Park. So I went ahead. I mean, still, there were some rides that were, I mean, Jurassic Park was broken down. Um, you know, I mean, Jurassic, excuse me, I burped. Jurassic Park was broken down, and everything had, 40-minute wait periods, and it was to me, it was a joke. I thought, you got to be kidding me. I mean, it was like if you remember the summer of 1990 when Universal Studios Florida first opened. Remember, they had all kinds of malfunctions with some of the main attractions. And, well, I remember my mom took me, I was like 11 or 12 at the time. My mom took me to that park when they opened that summer, and they gave us a heads up like, hey, there's still some attractions that they're working the bugs out. Here's complimentary passes for you to come back anytime. So they gave us complimentary passes, and me and mom went, and we went the next summer and had a ball. But yeah, that's how it felt in many ways. You want to talk about vacation memories. But, there were still, even in the original, OG Universal Park, there were some, again, you had your share of rides that were 40-minute wait periods. I mean, I attempted to do Men in Black Alien Attack, but they weren't going to let me go in there with my backpack on. That I had to go get a lock. I had to pay to have a locker. And you know what? Whatever they're going to charge, because you know how these theme parks are, how they charge. I mean, theme parks are the kings of highway robbery. Any amusement park is, but we do go back anyway because you know what? Gives us that escape, that temporary escape that we feel we all need, you know, from our everyday lives. But I did get to go on, you know, Fast and Furious was also closed for refurbishment. And I was disappointed there. And the only rides available that had that very little wait time was the original ET ride, which is still there, and the new Transformers 3D, which I went on that twice. And I got to see the Blues Brothers live. I even got to see the DeLorean from Back to the Future. So, right there, no, no pun, no foul. I mean, you know, I started to really get back in the swing and I was having a good time. And then it was almost 6 o'clock, and I said, you know what? Now would be a good time to go ahead, head back to the car, go to the hotel. I got my money's worth, and you know what? I'm just gonna chill at the hotel tonight, and you know, start fresh in the morning. So tomorrow, it's gonna be Disney World. Now we're only gonna be doing the Magic Kingdom and Epcot. I'm gonna have to do Magic Kingdom first because they're going to close off the park to the regular guests, and they're going to close it off only for the guests who are pass holders for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, which I think is totally ridiculous because it is still the middle of August. And why should they have Halloween celebrations at this time of year? We're not even through with the summer yet. But it is what it is. I'll leave, Magic Kingdom maybe about 4 or 5 o'clock, make my way to Epcot Center, and I wanted to make, ride through videos. I didn't get to do that. I almost did do one for Transformers, but they told me right away to shut off the phone and put it away, so I did. I mean, I listen. But at any rate, I just had to go ahead and make this video so that way, you're not going ahead and saying, wait a minute, where's, what happened to part 3 and part 4 of day 2 and blah, blah, blah. I, you know, I didn't want to leave you hanging, and I had to go ahead and do the video right now, and it was now or never. But I'm, I'm just going ahead and making this video, and then I'm gonna, and then when I get done here, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night because I am really tired. I'm gonna go take the Advil I just bought at the hotel because my head is pounding. So at any rate, I'll see you tomorrow when we do day 3. See you then. Bye.